driving a $300,000 car is not just about getting behind the wheel and pressing the accelerator. It is stepping into a world where engineering, luxury, performance, and emotion collide into one unforgettable experience. And from the moment you approach such a vehicle, you begin to understand that everything about it is designed to overwhelm the senses in the best possible way. Because even before you open the door, the exterior styling demands your attention with sculpted lines, flawless paintwork, and subtle details that communicate elegance and power, and you find yourself admiring the way the light reflects off its curves, how the massive wheels and low stance seem to announce to the world that this is not just transportation, this is a statement of achievement, of success, of ambition turned into metal and leather. And as you walk closer, the flush door handles, or perhaps the elegantly hinged doors, invite you to step inside a cockpit that feels more like a private jet than an automobile, with a scent of hand-stitched leather, the smoothness of polished wood or carbon fiber, and the precise click of finely crafted buttons remind you that this car was not mass-produced in anonymity. It was crafted, piece by piece, by artisans who understand that luxury is not about excess but about perfection. And the moment you slide into the seat, you realize that you are sitting in something that costs more than many homes, a rolling masterpiece designed to deliver both comfort and adrenaline in equal measure. And you press the start button to awaken an engine that roars with authority, a deep symphony of combustion that resonates in your chest and reminds you that the beating heart of this car is no ordinary machine. It is a powerhouse capable of launching you forward with force that pins you back into the seat, yet it idles with a smooth refinement that whispers of untapped potential. And as you place your hands on the steering wheel, perhaps leather-wrapped, perhaps Alcantara, perhaps a mix of both, you feel the weight of responsibility, the awareness that you are not piloting just another vehicle, you are commanding a machine that represents a blend of decades of engineering progress, racing pedigree, and luxury craftsmanship. And the first few feet of motion remind you that everything here feels different, the steering sharper, the suspension more responsive, the brakes more immediate, the throttle more eager, and it is as if the car is alive, communicating with you through subtle vibrations, through sound, through sensation, and every time you glance down at the gauges or the digital cluster, you are reminded of the immense potential lying under your control, numbers that can climb to speeds illegal on almost any public road, acceleration figures that humble even the most advanced sports cars of just a decade ago, and a level of refinement that makes it all feel effortless, like riding a wave of power rather than struggling to control it. And then there is the way people react around you, because driving a $300,000 car is not just about how it feels from the driver's seat. It is about how the world perceives you while you are inside it. Pedestrians stop to stare. Other drivers let you merge just to get a closer look. Cameras come out, strangers wave, and you begin to feel that you are on stage in a theater where the spotlight never leaves you. But with that attention comes a duality of emotion, part exhilaration, part pressure, because every move you make feels magnified. Every stoplight launch, every lane change, every parking maneuver is watched and judged. And you understand that the privilege of driving such a machine comes with the responsibility of not making it look clumsy. And yet, when you find the right stretch of road, when traffic clears and the world opens up, that is when the magic truly happens. Because pressing the accelerator in a $300,000 car is unlike anything else. The surge of power is immediate and relentless. Your vision narrows as your body is pressed back into the seat. The engine's roar builds into a crescendo that drowns out everything else. The world blurs outside the windows. And in that moment, you are not thinking about price tags or maintenance costs or insurance premiums. You are simply existing in pure connection with a machine that was designed to thrill. And then you back off, your heart racing, adrenaline coursing through your veins, a smile stretching across your face because you realize that driving such a car is addictive, that it awakens a part of you that ordinary cars never touch. And yet at the same time, the experience is not only about raw speed, it is also about serenity. Because at a cruise, this car cocoons you in silence, insulating you from the chaos of the outside world, offering a ride so smooth and refined that it feels as though you are gliding above the pavement, with a sound system tuned to perfection, seats that adjust in more ways than you thought possible, and technology that anticipates your needs before you even realize them. And you think to yourself that this is what it means to own something built without compromise, something designed not just to move you physically but to elevate your entire experience of travel. And as the journey continues, you begin to reflect on the symbolism of it all, how a $300,000 car is more than just metal and wheels. It is a dream realized, a tangible representation of ambition. It is the culmination of countless hours of labor, of sacrifice, of perseverance. Whether it belongs to an entrepreneur, a celebrity, or a collector, it represents arrival. And while some may see it as indulgence, when you are behind the wheel you realize that it is also inspiration, proof that human beings can imagine something extraordinary and then bring it to life. Proof that passion and precision can create beauty in motion. And as you finally pull back into the garage or hand The keys back to the valet, you linger for a moment longer, your hand brushing the leather, your eyes taking in the details one last time. Because you know that driving a $300,000 car is not an everyday occurrence. It is not just another errand or commute. It is an experience etched into memory, something that stays with you long after the engine goes quiet. Because in those moments of connection, of speed, of luxury, you felt something rare, something priceless, and that is what it truly feels like to drive a $300,000 car, an experience that blends exhilaration, reverence, luxury, and awe into one unforgettable journey that forever changes the way you see the road, the machine, and even yourself. And no matter how many cars you drive after, nothing else feels quite the same. Because once you've tasted what it's like to command a rolling work of art worth $300,000, you carry that feeling with you.